Hello everybody, welcome to Tpull's Corner, where I, Travis, am going up against a madman. That's just the username. We'll see how much of a madman they really are. Alright, my title is Young Avenger, my avatar is Wolverine right now, and we have one more achievement to make for the Mighty Avengers to get our final title. And I wasn't sure if I should really be letting that down or not. But you know, I feel like they're going to do a more powerful spell. I think we take the board wipe. And let's go ahead and bring down the Wyvern. Or at least try to bring down the Wyvern. Let's see if that works. That works. And do they just go search for something? And do I stop them? We're not stopping that. Aha! I can stop that. The question is, can I go ahead and make a duplicate of the hero? Or do they have one more burst lightning ready? Unsummon, okay. That fizzles my spell. Okay, first spell costs 0, eh? Well, let's go ahead and get rid of that thing. And then we can still do this. And we can still do this. Alright, I'm kind of out of ammo. And they got a full hand of cards. They do not want me to get rid of artifacts. Another unsummon. Let's see if we can just power this up and crew the vehicle. And go ahead and use a bird to attack. Oh, look at that. That's a lot of unsummons. I'm not sure if that was the best move. I do get a 1-1 back if I manage to get that down. Let's try it. Counterspell, okay. That was free though, which means I can still power up my bird. And maybe make it more than 3 toughness to insulate it against damage. And since we know we can definitely get more power, we'll use that now. Aha! They don't want it to get too high up. They don't want to lose too much of that. Nice. Let's see. I can cast this it's initially for free, and then I pay the extra 2 for... Oh, you know what? That was stupid. I don't have any creatures on the field. That was a waste of time. I was just casting it because I could. Let's see, if we get rid of some of these... There's still a lot of value sometimes for those instants and sorceries in their graveyard. We haven't seen that aspect yet, but... We like the creature. We'll go ahead and try and bring it down. I'm curious as to what these cards are now, but they're not doing them any good at the moment. It's taking us a little bit of time to do the beatdown. Another Aetherize, that's why. Okay. That's fine. Lots of delaying, lots of bouncing. Do they have a way to get life back, though, is the question. 'Cause they can only do so much of this. I guess they can do more of it. Depends on if they have 4 copies of Westwalk. Right, here we go again. Let's see if this is our first spell. Oh, this looks good. You can't counter that, can you? Seven damage. They already know what our top spell is. What do you got left that you can do? That's a lot of dragons. That's a lot of instants. Nice. And we get to see what they brought out. Alright. This can be cast for 0. If that's a negate, I'm in real big trouble. Whew! Alright, this is all we need. Ah, we had it! We beat the madman! We beat the madman. All with the help of some heroes, but not the Marvel superheroes. Let's show you the achievements that we've got left to go. We've got 11 days left to do all of the Assemble stuff, Avengers Assemble. We need to cast 100 or more hero spells over any number of games. We've got 81. And we've got the Young Avenger title. We want to get the Avenger title and get this this final 4 cards. Well, 12 cards. It's 3 different cards. You can only use them in the Timeless format in the Brawl, but let me show you the deck before I forget about it. Where are we? Heroes without Marvel. Because I'm so disappointed in the flavor of the set because they got too many details wrong. But that's my own personal problem because I'm a big super fan. Okay, we got cooped up. We can exile an enchanted creature that can't black or attack. I've got 3 Dauntless Dismantlers. Artifacts your opponent's control and are tapped. I can sacrifice the creature, destroy each artifact with mana value X, but you have to pay 2X in order to do it. So, just in case I run up against a bunch of artifacts. More artifact hate along with enchantment hate exercise. I've got 4 copies of them. Also gets rid of creatures with power 4 or greater. And 3 not on my watch to destroy attacking creatures. That's most of my interaction and removal right there. But I do have 5 board wipes. I've got 2 Expel the Interlopers. Choose a number between 0 and 10. Destroy all creatures with power equal than, or greater than or equal to the chosen number. And I've got 3 copies of Restricted Office to destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. 4 copies of No Lies, since I'm playing white-blue. And 1 Officious Interrogation, which I got 0 out of benefit the last time. But normally you cast it for 4 mana, and you get to choose the number of target players. So we choose both players, and you investigate X times, where X is the total number of creatures. So that could, depending on how many creatures are out there, you can get 3, 4, 5 clues out. Can help you draw through your deck a little bit. Dragoon's Weavern. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token. Aang Swift Savior, a human avatar ally. You can bring him in on your opponent's turn, just paying it for the flash. And you airbend up to 1 other target creature or spell. And later you might be able to transform him. I haven't done that yet. 2 Assimilation Aegis. We can exile a target creature, and then when you equip this to one of your creatures, it becomes a copy of whatever creature you exiled with the equipment. Notice that you can exile your own target creature with this, just so you know. That comes up as a viable strategy sometimes. Aerith Rescue Mission, we got 2 choices here. I'm usually doing the Take the Elevator one. Create 3 1/1 colorless hero creature tokens. And Magitech Armor, when this vehicle enters, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token. And Sid Timeless Artificer, 4/4 artifact creatures and heroes you control get +1/+1 for each artificer you control and each artificer card in your graveyard. And you can actually have any number of these, but I only have 2, so I'm only using 2. 1 more board wipe with Fumigate there to gain life as well. And Ember Island Production, I can create a copy that's a copy of a target creature control, but it's not legendary. It's a 4/4 hero in addition to its other types. Or if I create a copy of a target creature an opponent controls, but it's also not legendary, and it's a 2/2 coward. What else? We have 1 copy of the Crystals Chosen. Create 4 1/1 colorless hero creature tokens. If you see the pattern, it's because I'm creating heroes all over the place. 1 Hidden Courtyard. 1 Agnikella, so we can draw a card and discard a card. 1 Hidden Cataract, so we can do Discover 4. A couple of Mistrized Village, so we can spend a blue and the next spell we cast on the turn can't be countered. And 1 Reef Roads, we can sacrifice this and create a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token. Mounts cruise vehicles as though power 2 or greater. This is in case I lose all my creatures with the Magitech Armor and I still need to crew it. What else do I have down there? I have the only one Restless Anchorage. And University Campus, I can spend 4 to surveil 1. And my 1 copy each of the Demolition Field, Fabled Passage, and Pit of Offerings. And so we've got a bunch of heroes things there. We're going to run a test on this Avengers Assemble. I've got 81 out of 100. We're going to see if any of these things count as hero spells. And if we tick up that number at all. And if not, I may have to go back and play my Spider-Man deck. My spiders everywhere from last week. That had some hero cards in it. But I basically searched out for the rest of the sets that we have in this current environment, and I looked for heroes, and this is what I found. So, everybody else is playing the Marvel superheroes right now. My brain, of course, asked the stupid question, are there any other heroes around, and can we use those? So, yes we can. Saber the Ambitious was not ambitious enough to wait to even play a land. And we are 2-0 for the night already, folks. I think he just saw my username and got intimidated. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. People are afraid. In my day, you came up to the magic table and you played the game. Doesn't matter against 2. You could be quaking in your boots, but you still put your cards down. Okay, opponent goes first, which if they have a weenie deck, could be a problem. Another blue control deck, perhaps. I do think I need to have 5 lands. I need 7 in total so I can cast Lecture Hall eventually, so I don't want to throw any away just yet. Yeah, what the heck is that? That's Foretold? What format am I playing? No, we'll just counter that now. No drawing cards that you might need. And already kind of can't do anything. That's not good. A lot of times these blue-red decks don't put down creatures till later. I've got a lot of ways to deal with creatures in this deck. Harnesser of Storms. Hey, they have a creature. Alright, I think we put down the Demolition Field now. And maybe Sid the Timeless Artificer. Yeah, still think I want to stick with that. They're not putting down creatures with power 3 or greater, so we don't need to worry about Restricted Office just yet. We might actually put Lecture Hall down first at the rate we're going. They're going all out. Notice, and Arena's done this to me once before when I was playtesting this deck. Restricted Officer creatures just need to be power 3 or greater, and these things are going to be less. It's actually a tiny bit irritating, but we're going to swing in and just attack. Maybe they chump block with a 1/1? Maybe they just take it. No, they do. Okay, they chump block. Alright, maybe that allows us to save our board wipes. This is a really good spot to test if they have a counterspell. They keep the 1/1 in case they want to chump block. We wait, system's freezing for some reason. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that if we can. Is it gonna fly? Okay, we know you can do something. No, you can do something. They choose not to do it. Fine by me. Moving on, let me scry. You know, I just don't know what else is coming up in this deck. That is a good card to kind of have. Let's keep going. Are you allergic to taking damage? They're blue. You got to give them extra time to think about things. Oh, we're going to do that, are we? Alright, let's bring down the 1/4. I just want to kind of see if I'm tempting them to use up any spells. Only something Restricted Office will work against. They're also free to attack with Fire Sages if they want. That would only give them one. Okay, so they don't really have anything they want to worry about there. Let's see. 4 or greater. Let's do it this way. Let's go ahead and do the lecture hall first. We're going to use up all of our energy. No attacks. Red's not going to have anything they can really do against the enchantments. Blue might have some stuff. Combustion Man. I think we go ahead and block. They used up all their energy, right? I don't even think I've seen Combustion Man yet. Kind of shows you how bad it was for Avatar to come out and go away so quickly. I've still got stuff I haven't even seen yet. Alright, made good on one board wipe. And what are they going to pick out of there? A braid. It's fine. This is a sorcery, right? So I can't stop any of that. But we don't have an artifact. And you know what? Our creatures, all permanents are going to have hexproof, so they're not going to be able to use that abrade for anything. They're getting back. They should have got the opt. That would have been more valuable to them. They've got to cast it now. It's okay. My turn. Get rid of you. Bring you down. And I don't think I think we just hold on to the island. At some point we may get our other land that allows us to draw and discard. Fog Bank is right on time for them. But since we have the Timeless Artificer out instead of a 1/1, this is a 4/4 in and of itself. Which is nice. It's so nice. Yeah, let's copy Sid. And get a 9/9 and a 12/12. How cool is that? We're going to go ahead and use Sid to power up the Magitech armor, and that becomes 12/12. That's nice. Artifact creatures and heroes. Oh, they don't even wait for me. They had lethal. We had lethal no matter what. That's kind of fun. Are we doing... Did we cast any hero spells at all? No. Nothing counts. All these little 1/1 heroes I can get. None of it counts. It's got to be a Marvel. Well, if you count the scoop in the middle, that's 3-0. And so they throw landfall at us? Okay. Let me put out a chump blocker. If they scale fast, we just need 4 lands ourselves. Badger Mole can be tough. The problem is they're not at 3 yet, are they? Everybody's at 2 and stuff. That's okay. There's nothing in the graveyard yet that makes this kind of a waste, right? Let's do that. I really want an untapped land next turn to do a restricted office. They might have a combat spell here. Look at all those cards! What do I need? I need 5 mana to destroy that artifact? It's gonna hurt. All that, they hadn't even done a spell yet. I was supposed to do No More Lies. Everything enters tapped. That is not good for me. If they have another land, I think I'm toast. Yeah. I was supposed to use No More Lies on the Earth King at least. They got trample. I should have put down the Pit of Offerings on the turn 3. I was way too greedy. Thinking I could make good on it. I really should know by now. They give me that land up front way too often that it ends up being colorless. But I was trying to make sure I could get some color out of it. That was a mistake. Can we say I'm still 3-0? Because we're not counting my mistakes. We can't say I'm 4-0 because I didn't actually win the 4th one, but maybe I would have if I hadn't messed up so easily like that. No, we're not gonna rig the numbers. We'll go by what actually happens. Weenies again. This happened quite a bit during my playtesting of this deck originally. They put out everything except a power 3. It was just a bunch of 1s and 2s, and that was all I faced for an entire evening. I just switched over to a different deck and went into ranked and started winning ranked because I had lost so many battles that I was just like, oh, why don't I just go into ranked and win everything? Because it's not like they're going to make me lose 5 or 6 games in a row. Can this be a mana sink? No, it's just a 1-1. They're content to just sit there and do nothing. Do I want to do this? Yeah. We'll do that. And what? Hello? Wait, what? Why are you quitting? You have 8 cards. That beeping sound was my son getting invited to some games. He's logged onto my Steam account. If you hear any faint bellowing in the background, that's because he's playing games with his friends online. And I have his door closed. The door to his bedroom is closed. The door to this computer room is mostly closed. And every now and then I can still hear him. I don't know if the microphone's going to pick him up for you or not. You have to let me know. Let me know if my son is being too loud for you, okay? What is going on tonight? I have never had this many people scoop on me just upon seeing my username. What? We're already at 5 wins. Soaring Stone Glider. I think I have 1 of these already. Additional cost to cast a spell, exile 2 cards from your graveyard or pay an extra 2 mana. That gives you a 4/3 Flying Vigilance. Yeah, it's almost a decent card. It doesn't seem like it's broke. My son has too many friends. And their parents all let them stay up too late. I'll come in and let mine know it's past his bedtime, and all of his other friends are still there playing online. Their parents have gone to bed already. They're just running around unsupervised. Cooped up. I think that's okay to keep, even though we need a land. Yeah, we'll just use that on this puppy. And hopefully they can't get rid of enchantments anytime soon. Okay, yet again, we need 7. We need 7 total to make every spell in the deck work. Somehow I knew that was going to happen. So they keep the 1. Tap land again. No, we can't have that. We need more land, not a spell I can't cast. We could exile that. I think... shoot. I kind of need them to put down one more artifact, don't I? There we go. We knew you could do it. Too bad exercise is a sorcery, though. That's the problem. That's a really good turn for them. Alright, tap land again. Let's get rid of Steiner. And now, if they start equipping these, all of my restricted offices are going to hit. The problem is, I'm probably going to have to do this every turn that they put down a single creature. Multiple Buster Swords. And we're not quite there yet. Do I do this? Yeah. Let's do that. I don't really want to go below 10 so quickly. Even their artifacts just give them creatures. Hey, is this a mirror match? Because they made a hero. They don't get credit for that, do they? They better not. Alright, 3 or greater. He hit the magic number. We can use the restricted office. Say goodbye. What I kind of want to do is get the 3 other exercises, but I already don't have enough to take out all the artifacts. I'm using up a lot of firepower just to take out one creature around. Okay, let's bring some stuff down. I'm hoping they don't have a board wipe. Because I kind of want to make good on destroying some stuff here. If I could have... Oh, if I could have had one more untapped land, that would have been great. Let's just attack for now. Not untapped. Let's hold on to Aang, and we'll just swing in. Still got a couple more turns to do something. How many colors do they have access to here? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Alright, they got rid of 2 Buster Swords. I can get rid of 1s and 2s. Nothing that gives them haste though, right? We pay the 1. Get rid of 2 of those things. That works out quite nicely. And rather than sacrificing the Dauntless Dismantler, we just save it. And if they do this and give that flying and decide to attack, it'll have double strike, right? That's 2, that's 2, that's kind of perfect. Oh, they're not going to be able to resist, are they? They are not. Love that. And they don't wait for what they know is coming. 6 and 1. Life is good. However, on Avengers Assemble, we didn't get credit for any heroes that showed up. It seems unfair somehow. It's a very heroic deck. Okay, let's see if I can get out the Crystals Chosen. That creates 4 heroes. I've won a couple times just using this one card. Sort of puts a finishing touch on things. I do need at least 1 blue energy source. Arena's teasing me now. Does anybody else play the game with poking all these eyeballs shut like I do? Let me know. You can't keep up with them. They'll open up too much. Fine-bred Brawler. Do I wait for that one to attack? We can do that. That will get me the blue. But not right now. I think we pass. If they're going to attack us... Oh, that's gross. Yeah, you gotta go. It enters tapped. Darn it. Alright. I'm gonna go get rid of one of those. I really just need a blue source. Like, I need 2 blue sources for my 2 more No More Lies. Is it too much to hope that they won't put down another creature? These are creature-heavy decks. And they got an on-curve Ouroborid, which usually spells death for me. But, you know, we do have a restricted office, so depending on how much they increase in power with a creature... we're completely at their mercy this turn. Okay, they throw away land. What are you getting? A diamond weapon. It costs 9. What are they doing? We're gonna try it. One less for each permanent card in their graveyard. So they get it. Alright. Shall we try this again? Or do we just try this? Let's exile it. I don't want them to bring that back. That also lets us hold up for No More Lies. You think they have 4 of these in their deck? Let's see. They need 3 and they don't have it. Life is good. What else you got? They do like their Ouroboros, don't they? And they can afford to put it down. Aha! You can't get that one down too, though. There's a lot of stuff they can get back from the graveyard. I need my 1 card. Let's see. How about... let's create some heroes. There we go. It's 3. 2 Ouroboros. Oh, they're going to quit before we get to 7. Wow. That's like so nice. 2 Ouroboros. Was Arena trying to tell me something? Too bad I have another restricted office. If you're using a card, I don't think you should use that card. When this creature dies, return another elf. No. You don't get anything back from the graveyard. And you better not play any artifacts either. Okay, one more land. One more land and it happens. Oh, the suspense is killing me. It's a land! They waited a long time for that, didn't they? Oh, we didn't get a land. Let's make some more heroes. Of all the times to not get a land. There we go. Sylvan Scavenging gives them nothing right now. They can't do either one of those. There we are. Life is good. He's going to give everything hexproof. Alright, recreated a ton of heroes. These are all heroes. You see it, 9 heroes on the board. Undeniably identified as heroes. Do we get credit for anything? Come on. The server doesn't want to admit it. I need receipts. I need to see the screen. See what card we get first. Night Fisher. All right. Okay, we go to the achievements. No credit. We had 9 heroes at the end. Cast 100 or more hero spells. We created heroes. You saw it. It said hero in the name. It said it in the spell. The spell created a freaking hero. We didn't get any credit for any of that the entire time. Alright, there's 11 more days left for you to get all of these achievements, just so you know. I'm not going to do that tonight, but we'll show you the deck one more time. If you want to play around with some heroes, but you're not quite sold on the Marvel Superhero set just yet, play this deck. Let me know what you think of it. We're going to end it there. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.